Yes. Um, just a little bit about myself so that you're not hearing from a charlatan. So I've had the privilege really of walking through this value chain in welcoming you to the Fuel Value Chain and Franchising Awareness Summit. You can get a lot out of today. So I'd encourage you in getting in here today just to set this day aside for you and focus on this. What you will be getting today took me 32 years to get. That's true. I've worked through that whole value chain from the construction of a refinery right through to the fuel retailing side of the refinery. And when I saw this fuel value chain and franchising awareness summit, I thought it's a great privilege to get such an opportunity. So in welcoming you, I know there are respondents to the invite. And I read the invite that Jablile and Connie sent out. And I was truly impressed by how concise and speaking to the points that invite was. And I thought maybe that's what got the interest so perked up for you to respond. But anyway, you've responded. Welcome here. Spend the day to get in 48 hours or maybe 16 what I had to get in 32 years. Then, there are lots of valuable partners here, lots of them. So, I saw David Mkonza, no, it's Dumisani Mkonza. Dumi Mkonza, I saw him here from EBSA. I saw Tami Letwalo from EBSA. I don't see you now, but I know they're here. And of course, for any business, financing is an important part. And making use of the finance to generate value in the business. So, EBSA, thank you for partnering with us. Jabalila is obviously here. I can't find everybody in these lights. And Connie is here, and the people from Siaka are here, Sasol Siaka. Welcome to you. You know, I'm welcoming you to your own show, right? They can also help you with understanding the business and how you develop this business. We also have the privilege of welcoming the Department of Minerals and Petroleum Resources. We have Paulvia here today. Paulvia, welcome. Zanel, you here as well, ma'am. Welcome to you. And I'm naming them, I'm pointing them out because the people who are here today as respondents to the invite, just understand, you've got the franchisor, the person who produces the fuel, Sasol here today, the full value chain. You have the funder, EBSA, banking, financing. You have the regulator here today. So use the opportunity to speak to these people. They are key stakeholders. On top of that, you have Sasol senior managers here today and other managers in the business. Those, welcome to Sipo. Sipo, I'm not giving you too much of a task today. I'm just showing the people that you're here so you can't hide. Yeah. Pam, Sipo is from our property development. He's our senior manager property development. We have Pam, our senior manager convenience. And I'm pointing them out because you need to access them. This is your 48 hours to access them. You've got Buhle here from our sales and operations team, as senior manager. You've got contracts people who write the contracts for franchising. You have convenience expertise, like deep expertise here today. Landy, specialist in the coffee space. Talene in the layout of convenience, big part. You've got safety, health, and the environment. So what I'd ask you to do in spending these 2 days is really contribute. Ask the questions. I don't mean to be silly with the old catchphrase of there is no stupid question. The truth is that if you've thought about it well enough, then it can't be stupid, right? So spend the 2 days in understanding what is involved in the value chain. Where do you want to participate? And importantly, this played through my mind a few times, and I thought I must not forget to say it. Many ambitious, inspired business people try to do it alone. And invariably they get exhausted and they leave. The most successful people that I have seen in my time in this industry are people that do it as partners. So don't get misled when you see a person out there and somebody tells you that is Mrs. or Mr. X. They are the owners of that business. And I think because of the exposure or the lack of exposure that especially the youth, females, and I'm going to be specific on race, African and colored females, have not gotten into that mainstream economy. They don't appreciate the fact that you might see a face. You might see a face, Mr. or Mrs. X, and think that one person has done that business. That's not true. There are many skills and partners behind those people that make this possible. And the one thing that I know about these successful people is that they are honorable people. And if you'll allow me a few seconds with that being honorable, many businesses fail because you have one person or a few of them who are grabbing at profit. That is short-sightedness. You've got to go in there as partners, being honorable, honest, committed to the long term. The industry, unfortunately, has very high barriers to entry. And if you try to go it alone, then you get disappointed. And I've seen many people disappointed and then left with debt for extended periods in their life, and they never recover. So you've got the opportunity today of networking. You will meet some people here. I'm sure you know people out there. You couldn't come to this age without knowing anybody, right? And network with those people. Understand this value chain from end to end. And today we might be discussing fuels from a fuels point of view. The industry is transitioning, and don't think it's dying. I remember when there were typewriters, right? You know, the typewriter, and the secretaries would always complain, oh, computers are taking over. And I wondered what they meant, that computers are taking over. Just think of the number of people who are employed with typewriters versus the number of people who are employed today with computers. The industry is transitioning, and it's getting bigger and better for you. You couldn't have lived in a better time. What we ask you to do today is take advantage of the privilege that Sasol and ABSA and the DMRE are bringing to you. Ask all the questions. You've got the expertise here. They didn't build one or two fuel stations, they built an industry, right? So grab on that skill and leverage it for your benefit. It's free to you today. No consultant to pay, no invoice coming your way. Yeah, and above it, enjoy it. So welcome once again. Thank you.